Fast man, let me tell you my story, man. Last year, I was insane for this crazy little 8th grade bitch. Okay?
Crazy, insane?
Insane? Crazy?
Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to the Kel-n-Rich Show. My name is Kel, and this is my wonderful, awesome husband and musical tour guide, Rich.
And movie tour guide.
And movie tour guide, yes.
Movie
Which
review.
You actually already are the movie tour guide.
Yeah, I help out in that department. Totally.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of movies either.
How's Winston doing?
Oh, he's more if you go that way.
No, you gotta go that way.
Oh, he's somewhere in there.
Hey,
There he is.
it's Saturday night, so that means
It's movie night.
it's movie night, and Gator McCluskey has just released
Oh, good.
a new review.
Okay.
So he said Friday, but he's getting things going. It's Saturday, so it just came on my phone because I'm a subscriber.
I'm a subscriber too.
So Invisible Man. Now,
Wow.
you
I've
know,
heard of this.
yeah, so the Invisible Man has been around for a long time, and there's been
Right.
an original movie, and so
Right.
I don't know what's going on, but it said Invisible Man, and I guess it's in the movies now, or maybe it was in the movies. I don't know. Let's just leave it up to him. Get your ears on,
Okay.
and guys, be sure to look at our channel and look under the playlists. Okay, so many suggestions are like we've already done.
Yeah.
So
Just look in the
Just look in
search
the-
engine, the
yeah.
little
The
magnifying
magnifying
glass.
glass. just a public service announcement.
We have like 800 videos, so you may find what you're looking for already.
Sound effect?
That's what you get.
That's what I get for asking. All right, so check it out.
I'm totally excited.
I just have to.
Gator's
frickin'
so
find it.
funny.
All right, here we go. Let's see what he's.
Woo! I'm the Invisible Man! I'm gonna beat your ass when you're not looking! Woo! Check me out! Wait, look! Woo! Look, my hand is floating in the air! Cause I'm the Invisible Man! This sucks! Ugh, get me out of here!
I want to do that.
The Invisible Man, starring Elizabeth Moss from Mad Men, good show, and A Handmaid's Tale, which I would never watch because it looks like shit to me. This reboot is directed by Leigh Whannell, a dude. I had to look it up. He directed a movie called Upgrade, also a great movie, so if you haven't seen that, check it out. This guy is a hot commodity right now. This movie cost only $7 million to make. It's already jacked up about $122 million, so apparently he's now going to direct the reboot or remake of Escape from New York, with Kurt Russell, which is one of my favorite flicks from the 80s. This one apparently is going to be
God.
called Escape from Bayonne, New Jersey, which is a long title. It's going to be snakes escaping from the swamp, and Kurt Russell's going to be in it. He's going to play the great-great-great-grandfather of the female Snake Plissken, which is going to be played by Tiffany Haddish. So it's very good casting. I think there's a perfect Snake Plissken in her.
Surprise.
So this film follows Cecilia, who's Elizabeth Moss' character, whose boyfriend is a bit of a douche, so she leaves him in the beginning of the movie, and the guy dies. And she claims he's tormenting her, either from the grave, or maybe he's invisible, or maybe she's crazy. I'll tell you, the opening title sequence of this movie is ocean waters hitting a rock, and the water coming up and exposing the titles of the movie. It's friggin' amazing. I mean, that's like one of the best things in the movie is the opening title sequence. It should win an award for that, for Christ's sake. The hell are you looking at me for? Now, originally, this was supposed to be Johnny
Saying that to
Depp
you.
in this movie. But we all know Johnny Depp is batshit crazy. So why would you put him in a movie? Especially if you wanted the movie to get finished. Because the guy's got a screw loose, man. Clear! Have you seen Johnny Depp lately?
For decades, the talent managers in the music industry
So Universal Studios had this monster movie planned, the Dark Universe. It was going to be a bunch of movies, like, all related to these monsters. So you had Dracula, you had Frankenstein, you had the Mummy, you had the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Invisible Man. This was supposed to be like the Marvel Universe, and they were going to make a whole bunch of movies and then put them all together. Ooh. But the reason it didn't happen is Tom Cruise probably jumped up on a couch and then jumped off a couch, and he made The Mummy. And The Mummy was terrible, and it ruined the whole idea. So now they're stuck because they never thought Invisible Man would do well, and now they got to start over. I think this is my second favorite Invisible Man movie next to the Avengers Infinity War.
I've mastered the ability of standing so incredibly still that I've become invisible to the eye.
The thing they got right with this movie is they made it
Classic.
rated R, which they should have done with the other movies, but they were too scared that they weren't going to make any money. Make them all R, because your kids are going to watch them anyway when they come on Netflix, because none of you are paying any attention to what they're watching. So in the end, this is a really fun, unique twist on a classic story.
Cool.
I got to say, Elizabeth Moss isn't somebody I would ever go see one of her movies, but she really knocked this one out of the park. When the movie started, I was like, I don't think I like her in this role, but she grew on me, and then she really, really nailed it toward the end. I recommend this movie. I'll tell you, for a reboot, I didn't expect it to be good, but it was quite good. I mean, some holes in the plot here and there, but overall, I mean, the fact that it didn't have any jump scares in it, which I was expecting, and I hate jump scares, and this is a solid movie overall. So I guess on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give this thing a 7. Remember, nothing I say here really matters. I'm just here to wreck the building. This is my useless opinion. Hope you keep watching. Catch you next time. Watch for live chat shows and new reviews every Friday. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you'll know when new reviews arrive.
I love it. I love it.
Nice. There we go.
He's so
That's a weekly
funny.
thing. I love it.
He's so funny.
All right, you guys. So it's Gator McCluskey right here. So that's the Burt Reynolds character from the 70s, White Lightning movie. Yeah, there you go. Oh, so he has 75 subscribers. That's like triple from
Hey,
the other
good
day.
job.
Good
Good
job.
job.
So hey,
Thanks, everybody.
it's catching up. Nice.
I
Got some
love
comments?
I love that he's so funny.
Yeah.
You're quite funny, Gator.
Yeah.
It's so good, but I love to laugh. So my favorite movies are funny movies.
Nope, that was the wrong button.
But I
Yeah.
don't like scary movies.
No, jump scares and all that kind of cheap thrill stuff. That's not Kel's speed,
No.
as you can probably imagine. But
I had
cool.
enough real life scares.
All right, so there you go. So
That was awesome.
This goes on my list. I don't think we're going to the movies anytime soon because of
Right.
coronavirus and social distancing. But it's pretty cool because,
Very
on my
funny.
iPhone, I have, on notes, I have movies. And I make sure she doesn't see my list because I'll pull something off dark web or whatever. We have an Android box, so we can get pretty much whatever movie
Yeah.
we want.
And we have a big projector, so we have an 11-foot
Yeah,
wall.
so we watch the wall. So we just project.
the wall.
Literally, it's like a can't remember the name of the projector. Not an
I
Epson,
can't
but anyway.
remember.
Yeah, so it's movie night on Saturday night for us.
Yes.
So I just want to surprise her the other night in honor of, I think I did a movie clip.
Yeah. What was that called?
We did Smokey and the Bandit.
We
part
totally
one,
did.
and she had
Oh my
never
God.
seen it. Funny. I mean, hokey and stuff like that in terms of the cops looking like buffoons and things like that. But if you get over that,
Well, I put myself back at being 5 years old.
Classic.
Like the Dukes of Hazzard, the real Dukes of Hazzard. And I love that. I love the car chases and the city slickers and all that stuff from when I was a little girl. I love the Dukes of Hazzard. So it reminded me of that. So I thought, yeah, if I had been 6 or 10 years old, this would have been an awesome movie because this was my cousin. I have a cousin that I was quite close with growing up, and he and I are just 6 months apart. He loved this movie. He loved this movie. He loved it. It was
Loved it.
He loved it. And it was all he talked about for quite
caught
some
on a loop.
time.
There was the
It
button.
was, and I couldn't figure out why. I never understood it because I never saw it.
Yeah.
So I put myself back to being, 7 years old with him.
So Kel, she doesn't know who Jerry Reed is or was, and
He's the Snowman.
He's Snowman.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And I was singing Eastbound and Down, and she's like, "How do you know this song? How many times have you seen this movie?" And I said, "About 50 that I can remember." Because, VCR back in 1982, that's what you did. You put Smokey and the Bandit 1, Smokey and the Bandit 2, God forbid Smokey and the Bandit 3, and Cannonball Run.
Well, we
Right.
did see the Cannonball Run.
That's right. So you put those three, on a VCR tape, and on SP, because you couldn't do it with EP.
Well, what I have to remind myself is back then in the 70s and the 80s, I was still looking at what limited stuff I watched was cleaned up, right? It was PG. This is PG stuff, comparatively to what we have nowadays, where we have all sorts of Marvel comic heroes doing tremendously amazing things, and we have videos of movies of war and all sorts of stuff that I think desensitizes us on a certain level. So when I go back and I watch something like the Cannonball Run with you, it reminds me that at that time that was cutting edge.
Yeah, crazy.
Right?
The Lamborghini, in Cannonball Run, the opening scene from the helicopter view.
The two women driving the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Like that was
the gull wings coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted a Lamborghini.
And that car in
Countach.
the Smokey and the Bandit movie.
His cop car.
No. The other one you said that was.
Trigger, the 77 Trans Am.
Right, and you said that. You said, at the time, this was like the car.
Oh, it was
to
the car.
have.
And then the anniversary Burt Reynolds edition that was like 2 years
Right.
ago, I guess, 2-3 years ago.
And I remember my aunt, when I was 5, she had a Trans Am, a black Trans Am. And she was like, she is one of my cool aunts. Actually, all my aunts are cool. But she's one of the younger ones, so she's closer to me. And she drove this Trans Am. And now as I'm thinking back, I'm like, oh, I understand now why that car was so important to her, because she loved that car.
Yeah, when it rolls off the truck, it just goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Snowman's like, ho ho!
Yeah, very fun.
Yeah, that's pretty
It was a fun movie. It was fun to step back in the time machine.
And what's really funny is as little Enos is counting the money out to give to Snowman, he's like, it's like $100 bills, and he goes, I need a new car, fast car, faster than that, and he's giving hundreds, and that's gonna buy a brand new Trans Am, right?
Enos. That's the name they gave.
Big and Little Enos.
But that's the name off Dukes of Hazzard. Enos was the
Enos,
deputy.
Yeah, Enos was one of the deputies. Yeah, but there was just the Enos brothers.
And that's why I thought of Dukes of Hazzard also because of the Basset Hound.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think the Basset Hound was Flash.
Got it.
So
She does know some
do
stuff,
know some
you guys.
stuff.
It's pretty funny. But
I just didn't spend a lot of time in front of the television or listening to music that wasn't music I was practicing.
Yeah.
I just didn't have a lot of spare time, and I was quite directed.
So that was pretty cool. So yeah,
Gator, love your reviews.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
Yeah,
Keep
it's-
it coming, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for the giggles and for the interesting information.
Yeah, pretty cool. I can tell that you're doing your research, and that really helps. And all the best to you, man.
Yeah, totally.
And
Keep it
your
coming.
new fans. I think you have a
Absolutely.
really good thing going. So congratulations. It's our pleasure to help and support you in any way possible. But honestly, it's to watch. I love Kel's reactions. I'm a fan of Kel. So
Thanks, it's mutual.
so it's a real thing. I said, Kel, guess what? I was like, it just dropped.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
video just dropped.
And
So we're just like you guys.
I don't really touch my phone too much. I'm not really attached to it because I've become unattached because of my big epic work days. So bells go off and I'm just like, oh, hardly even looking at it still. So
Yeah, I mean,
I rely on him a lot to tell me.
Yeah, I mean, you take your time to answer the fan mail and stuff.
I do. Yeah.
So it's not like you don't use it, but actually that's the majority of your time these days. When you're looking at your phone, I'm just like, Kel, look at this comment that someone gave, and I forward it to you and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
that's fun.
yeah.
It's fun to share.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's do some music.
We'll see you soon.
Later, guys. Thanks
Bye.
for the fun.